Aloha from Hawaii. This is Susan Peters Chesley, your CBT Master Life Coach with our Monday Mindset series. Today's topic is setting healthy boundaries, and it's April 18th, 2022. Let's get to it. Now, healthy relationships typically involve a balance of giving and taking. It's not selfish or controlling to do so. And like a lot of us, I too was growing up in a home where boundaries weren't really set. We were supposed to never say no, do if you can. But we're burning out, and you can burn out too. And we all need to set healthy relationship boundaries so that we can have time for ourselves, and then we can gladly give to those that we have time for. Now, what is a boundary? According to Jennifer Chain, a licensed psychologist in Seattle, boundaries can involve your physical space, your time, your mind, or your emotions, or your money and your resources. And when we give out all of those things and we don't have time to refill any of those, what's left for us? And we start getting resentful, and bad things can happen, and we are unhealthy. Now, why set boundaries? Failing to set boundaries can result in burnout and resentment, like I mentioned before, which contributes to toxic dynamics in your relationships. Now, think about how many relationships do you have to where you don't say no? Do you have boundaries in your family relationships, your work, your friendships, your children? Today is the day to learn to do that. Step number 1 is to create. Reflect on your own needs. What do you need to feel safe and respected in a relationship? And what are your limitations? Sit down today and write those things out so you can be prepared to give when you can and to say no when you don't feel like it. And yes, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to your parents, your family, your children, your church, your work, anything. You need to set limits and set boundaries on how you want to be respected and reflecting on your own needs that fill you first. And what do you need to feel safe and respected? So today, get those done. Take the time and do that. Now, number 2 is to communicate. Express your boundaries clearly and compassionately to the other person. There's no need to scream and shout. When we don't have boundaries, that's when the anger comes in. That's when we lose our cool. That's when we raise our voice and we hurt people's feelings, and we're not compassionate to them because we are burnt out. So if you sit down today, like I mentioned before, and write out those things that make you feel healthy, and then you can have time to speak wisely and with compassion to the other people, whether it's your children or not. We all need to do that. And the last part is to maintain. Maintaining the boundary is what gives the boundary strength, because it tells people you mean what you said when you said it. And that's by Cameron Murphy. We have a saying in our culture, I said what I said. Now, that doesn't sound so nice, does it? It sounds really snarky, and it's full of attitude, and we may not feel that way. But do we need to say it that way? In order to maintain the boundaries, you have to say it within yourself that I'm not going to do this, and please understand that and keep the boundary. Now, right here, you'll see a little bit about me. I'm a certified cognitive behavioral therapy coach and master mindset coach. I live on the island of Hawaii with my 2 dogs and 2 bossy cats, and they run the show here. But while I live here, I'm able to live a life of peace, quiet, to where I set the tone and I set my time to where I need for me, and then I'm able to give to other people as well. If you feel like this has helped you, but you need more help and boundaries, consider joining one of our membership levels available today to pre-join, actually tomorrow, on my website at the bio link above or the link here that you see. You can choose from our gold, platinum, or VIP inner circle monthly membership, whichever is best for you. But think about today, if you need help managing your life, managing your emotions, learning to say no, and developing a life of peace on your own terms, outside of the American dream, consider joining our membership and joining other community members as well, and we can be a support group for each other. Thank you. Aloha.